A Babysitter's Guide to Monster Hunting is the brand new Netflix original film. The film stars Tamara Smart, Una Lawrence, and Tom Felton, and is about recruited by a secret society of babysitters. A high schooler, played by Smart, battles the boogeyman, played by Tom Felton, and his monsters when they nab the boys she's watching on Halloween. This movie is an hour and 38 minutes long and is PG. Welcome back to a brand new Netflix review here on Max Talks Movies. Before we get into my review of A Babysitter's Guide to Monster Hunting, the best way to support this channel is to hit that like button. Share this video. Also, let me know in the comment section, what are your thoughts, non-spoiler, of this movie if you have seen it. If you've seen the movie, let me know in the comment section. Did you like the movie? It's one of your favorite Netflix movies of the year. Is this your least favorite? Tell me where it stacks up to you. If you haven't seen the movie, tell me if you're going to check this one out with your kids this weekend. It is kid-friendly, so definitely check those out. Also, please subscribe and ring the bell if you like Netflix movie reviews, just movie reviews in general, TV show reviews, streaming platform reviews, and YouTube live streams. If you like all those things, please subscribe and please consider ringing that bell for notifications so you're updated on when I drop new content on this channel. Beginning a pretty busy weekend here on Mass Talks Movies. So let's get right into the movie. So I knew nothing about this movie other than Tom Felton, who is AKA Draco Malfoy in the Harry Potter movies, is playing the main villain of the movie. And yes, he plays Grand Guignol, I believe is how you pronounce his name, who is essentially, as the premise said, the boogeyman of the movie. This movie was shockingly, also, I didn't notice until the end of the movie, was actually produced by Ivan Reitman. So again, keep your expectations low here. Now, this movie is very much going for that Goosebumps mixed in with Spy Kids type of vibe with this movie. And if I've already lost you, I'm sorry. That's what the movie really is, in my opinion. A mixture of Spy Kids with the fact that there was a secret society, basically, of these babysitters who know that these monsters are out there and their job is to protect the monsters. So that's all there, and that is kind of the Spy Kids element of the movie. And then you move in, and really the other side of it is, as I said, the Spy Kids, obviously with the babysitter type of stuff thrown into it. And then the Goosebumps, really the Halloween feel, the evil villain, who again is played by the most famous actor in the movie, Tom Felton, and that's kind of the movie you have here. So I really didn't enjoy this movie for most of it. It's very much for kids. It really does hit its hits its target audience really on the nose, to a point where sometimes it's too much of a childish movie. I think this movie would have actually really benefited being a TV show, because this movie is probably the most rushed movie that I've seen all year. I mean, things fly at you and storylines pop up, and you're supposed to just believe everything is there. Common sense is kind of really just thrown away really in this movie. And it kind of pulls you out of the film, in my opinion. It did throw me a little loop. There are so many different plot points, subplots. There's a plot point that our lead character, Tamara, was almost taken by Felton back when she was a little kid. So she told everyone, and now she's called Monster Girl in school, and she likes this really new, I guess, good-looking guy, new-looking kid. And there's just so much going on. There's so many high school stereotypes for younger generations that are going on. The Una Lawrence plays a person named Liz LaRue, who's kind of the head of this organization in the United States. And she has her own subplot that her brother was actually taken by Felton back when she was 6. So there's just, in my opinion, just too many things going on for you to rush these type of pretty heavy storylines for kids. Brother being taken away, being bullied in school, and the movie's also trying to give you a real message, which I think was very unnecessary. Easily for me, Felton is the strongest part of the movie. He's very unrecognizable. You don't really see any of him, really. The makeup done to him is actually really fantastic work. And he's playing it's a very cheesy, campy performance, but it fits what the movie was going for. And that's what I think the rest of the cast should have delivered on, was that they don't know what movie they're in. At times, the main kids, they're acting like this is a real thing happening. It could really happen. And Felton's character is so over the top that it makes sense in this movie. And it feels like we see a lot of these Halloween movies where the movie and the story is trying to take itself really seriously while the main villain is in the right movie. And I think with Goosebumps, what's great about Goosebumps and even Spy Kids, that everyone knows what movie they're in. They're not making a super serious story. Yes, people are being taken, and there's could be unleashed monsters, and people are believing that, but everyone is taking it in a very cheesy, campy way. And that's why those movies are pretty charming at some points. I grew up with Spy Kids, so I enjoy those films for what they are. And I really was surprised by Goosebumps. You know, I don't love the movie. I think it's a fun watch. And the sequel's fine as well. But this movie does not balance its demographic with its actual plot whatsoever in the movie. Again, it's really for children. So if you're adults out there and you want to check out a new Netflix movie this weekend, and if you don't have a kid, this will be a tough watch for you. Would I recommend this sitting around with a family to watch this movie? Yes, this is definitely a very fun, easy to watch family film. It's very fast paced. There's nothing going over kids' heads. And that was just my main issue with the movie, is that it's very immature. Again, the cast is doing the best what it's given. They get a lot of big, supposed to be hilarious one-liners, and they're pretty badly delivered. And I don't think those one-liners were particularly necessary in the movie. And then in the last, I would say 10 minutes of the movie, it tries to shoehorn the fact that they're trying to do a sequel. And I've been saying that a lot. It feels like a lot of movies this year, especially Netflix, Disney Plus movies, have really tried to make sequels out of their movies now. And this movie doesn't need one. As I said earlier, this should have been probably an 8 to 10 episode, 30-minute a piece episode of a TV show. But instead, they make a 1.5 hour movie based off books that I haven't read. And they're supposed to make me believe all of this stuff is happening. And it just doesn't really make a lot of sense. Now, here's the thing. I wasn't bored at this movie. Again, it's an 1.5 hours basically with credits. So it's a very easy watch. Tom Felton delivers a really fun performance as the main villain. But you're not really particularly rooting for anyone. There's obviously our lead characters, and they're nice people, but you don't really get emotionally invested into any character in the movie. But again, as I said, it tried to shoehorn a sequel that I particularly don't want to see. But it definitely does feel like a Halloween movie because we are heading very close to that October 31st date. Now, 2 weeks coming up here in October. So overall, guys, I'm going to give A Babysitter's Guide to Monster Hunting a 1.5 out of 5, a 33%. It is not one of the worst movies of the year, but it's certainly not. It's not probably top 5 worst. It's not there for me, but it's still not a good movie. Badly directed and some really weird storylines. And I said it is the most rushed movie of the year. But there's a fun cast in here. They're doing a fun job with what they are given. And if you're a kid, you're probably going to really like this. If you're an adult watching this by yourself, don't know why you tuned in to this movie. Before I go, guys, the best way to support the channel, as I said at the start of the video, is to like, share, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. The next couple of videos, really the 2 main, are coming tomorrow. 2 reviews. I'm not sure if one will be tomorrow and one will be Saturday, or both will be tomorrow, but stay tuned. Definitely for sure I'll be watching The Trial of Chicago 7, the brand new Aaron Sorkin movie comes out tomorrow. I'll be watching that for you guys, as well as the new Disney Plus original film, Clouds, which has come out tomorrow. So I'm going to watch both of those tomorrow. I'm not sure when you're going to get those reviews. They're either going to be one of them tomorrow or both of them are going to happen tomorrow. So please stay tuned, and that's why you got to ring that bell so you're up to tune. If you like Netflix movie reviews, you can like this video, and also check out the playlist of all the Netflix movies that I have seen in 2020. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys in the next one.